Welcome back to Queers of Free Action. I'm your GM, Tara Wright, and I have some news for you. So when we sat down for the first gameplay session, we played 3 episodes worth of story, but there was a bit of a technical error, and the second episode did not end up getting recorded. So instead of going back and trying to force ourselves to replay it and lose out on the sort of improvisational nature of the game, we're going to spend a few minutes at the top of this episode recapping what was lost, and then you will hear what would have been episode 3, which is now episode 2. I have Bates and Georgeanna with me now, and then we'll hear from CJ and Gray in a few minutes to finish the recap. But to catch you guys up, because it's been a few weeks since we recorded that, everyone was at a festival. Sym had a date with a sweet guy named Wendell, who is an aide for one of the local politicians. Rose was working at the booth of the Temple of the Seed Giver. She was giving out sex advice. And so when we cut the last episode, there were whispers going on in the crowd that, oh, Rin Sharp is going to speak soon. Rin Sharp is going to speak soon. Wendell, Sym's date, said, okay, I've got to get back to work. So Sym walked him over back to sort of the main stage area and gave him a big kiss in front of all the homies to to up his cred, as it were. And Rin was about to jump on the stage. And at the start of the episode that we failed to record, Rin jumped up on the stage. I narrated him, getting like a massive applause and, lots of thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we cut over to Sym and Rose. And what do you guys remember happening then?
We decided we weren't super interested in the speech, so we went shopping instead for my job interview.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You have a job interview at Madame Red's. So, what did you do? Where'd you go?
I remember going to the cobbler.
Yes,
we needed to get you some boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we looked at a variety of boots, and I think we ended up with thigh highs, and they may have been purple, but there was definitely glitter.
They were
Remember
purple.
the glitter.
They were purple and sparkly, and one size fits all, which struck you as a little strange until the cobbler took some arcanum out of a bag and showed you no, these are enchanted. They're one size fits all.
It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we bought the rest of the outfit, but we didn't even role play that part.
Right.
We spent most of the time excitedly talking about boots because Bates knows what Georgeanna likes and talking about boots.
Boots.
Bitch, Bates knows. Sym knows.
Sym knows what Rose likes, and Bates knows what Georgeanna likes.
And Bates knows what Bates likes.
Georgeanna knows what Georgeanna likes. Tara knows what all her players like.
Yeah,
nobody knows what Tara likes.
That's not true.
True. It's a... Anyway.
Bottom nails.
So, yeah. So, you guys completely skipped over the speech that I wrote and didn't read.
And we told you that you could save it for later.
That's all
sure
right.
It was an epic speech.
Any important information that was in there, I will find a way for you to learn later. And you went shopping for a better outfit for your job interview because I think Sym was like, so what are you gonna wear to your interview with Madame Red tonight? And Rose was like, I have this outfit, and Sym was like, honey, no, honey, no,
no, girl, no.
Yeah. So after that, it was time to start heading back to Madame Red's. So you left. I'm sad that this part got cut because this was important for me because it kind of gave you the character of the city. But I narrated you're in the upper city now. The city is divided in half by this massive river, and the upper city is sort of the nicer area. And as you get to the harbor, it's very clean. and stuff like that. There's like a network of, I don't want to say transporters because that's Star Trek, but there's a network of like teleport circles that's maintained by the local Mages Guild. And as you teleport to the southern harbor, the lower harbor, that harbor is very different. This is where the majority of industry happens. You know, the upper harbor is like politicians and diplomats and artists and tourists and all that sort of thing. The lower harbor is industry. It's shipping, it's importing, it's exporting, it's, you know, sweaty.
The lower harbor is where shit gets real.
Yeah. The lots of sweaty dock workers and lots of potential for shenanigans there. But yeah, so you continued on your way to Madame Red's, and you were, I believe, about a block away from the red light district when some ruffians stepped. One of them stepped out of an alleyway in front of you and accosted you, and said that you had to pay a toll to pass.
The response was basically, hell to the no.
Yeah, there was a bit of go fuck yourself. There was a decent diplomacy roll, or intimidate roll actually. There was a decent intimidate roll, but these guys were determined. There was another one, sort of flanking you, hidden behind a building, and a third one came up behind you. And so you had the leader guy who stepped out first, and then the other two had attack dogs on chains, and you could see that these dogs were, you know, air quotes, trained, really abused, into being very, very aggressive, and you were set upon by bandits. And what do you remember of the beginning of that combat? Because the listeners are about to hear about like 2/3 of it, but what do you remember about the beginning of it?
I knew the first guy that talked to us didn't get an action at all for a
Right.
round because we were so intimidating.
Yep, that was the successful intimidate check.
You're welcome.
He backed up a bit and wasn't really sure of himself, and then his buddies attacked, and he skipped his first round of combat and then said, "All right, fine. Look, I guess we're doing this." You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember if the color spray was kind of right away or if that happened a little bit later.
See, I should have gone back and listened to the recording, but potential spoilers for the first few minutes of this episode, but there was a color spray from Sym that you may or may not be hearing soon. But yeah, one thing I do remember. Go ahead.
I do remember is things were not looking well for the two of us.
Right.
With the three of them and the two dogs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so cutting over to Gray and CJ, what do you guys remember from that episode? You were at the festival. You just finished the dance competition.
Sweet ass dance competition.
Mm-hmm.
It was time for work, right?
Yeah, I think you did like some carnival games or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we twinsied on those rolls.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Didn't we both roll like a 17 or something? Like
Yeah, we both got
so-
like matching teddy bears.
I forget what you played, but yeah, you both got matching teddy bears.
It's like a good
So-
old ring toss.
Yeah. So like JJ's totally walking around with like a crown and a teddy bear, and you know you're walking around with a matching teddy bear. But yeah, it was time to go to work. I will skip all the sort of descriptive shit in the middle and cut right to the combat. You were just far enough behind them that you didn't really notice that you were walking behind them, but you were close enough that you could jump in early in the combat, and you were walking down sort of like a side street. So the battle map is basically like a T intersection. Mm-hmm. They're on one arm of the T, and JJ and Sasha are on another arm of the T. So they can't see the mugging as they're walking down the street, but they do see like a guy crossing the street in front of them, clearly being sneaky and like holding the leash of this attack dog, and then like running the rest of the way across the street. And that was your sign that there was trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember running after them. Pretty sure I threw a couple punches.
Yeah, so you ran after them. You ran up. You saw the scene. You saw Rose and Sym getting mugged. I forget which one of you it was, but when you were like, "Oh, hey guys."
I think it was.
Oh, it looks like you're getting mugged. Oh, you're getting mugged. And then you jumped in.
That was some JJ ass shit.
I think that was definitely JJ who recognized Sym and was like, "What you doing?" We're coming.
In any case, I'm very, very sorry about losing that whole second episode. I hope that recap helped you understand where we're going to pick up from. If you want to see images from this episode of the battle map, you can watch this episode on YouTube. It'll have screenshots there, or the screenshots will be posted in our Discord. And now, please enjoy the remainder of the combat. Welcome back to Queer is a Free Action. I'm Tara Wright, I'm your GM, and the players are all here with me. Say hi, players.
Hi,
players.
Hi, players.
And we're going to jump right back into it. And now there's stabbing going on, and Rose got bonked in the head, and that one guy, I was holding an action for him, and then I forgot that I was, and he got zapped anyway, so he can't take reactions. And Sasha just like took a big old whiff with his axe and completely missed. Now this guy gets to go, robber number 2. So it is his turn. This is the guy in the blue tunic who is right in front of Sym, and he does not like being zapped at all. So he just fully tries to stab you. Like he doesn't pull any punches with this or anything. He just straight up like takes his dagger and tries to plunge it in you. And rolls 18 against your AC. They're rolling well today.
Okay, so he's trying to who's trying to stab me?
You are not being stabbed. Sym is being stabbed. So, like, this guy stepped out from behind a building and, like, backed up his friend and said, yeah, you need to pay the toll. Sym said, no, fuck that, grabbed his hand and zapped him with lightning. And this guy, like, shakes his hand free and stabs at Sym with an 18.
And he hits.
And he does 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Sym, you're up.
Sym did not like that.
No, Sym wouldn't
He did
like
not like that at all. Grayson,
Hello.
you had said that there was a shift action.
There's not a shift action.
There is a disengage.
So as long as you are not moving out of an enemy's threatened area,
Which I don't plan to do.
Right. So you would be fine. Well, you
Well,
are kind of surrounded on all sides. So if
I would be moving out of 2 of the areas of 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to mention that moving through enemies is considered difficult terrain.
Yes.
Your movement is halved.
I'm looking to move all of 5 feet.
Oh. You can also move through a player's... Oh, no, that would have you... You could disengage and then leave their range of attack through Rose. That would be a thing that you could do. But you couldn't stay on Rose Square.
By the way, you are probably aware. Yeah, you're definitely aware that JJ is there because you had a conversation. You're also aware that that Sasha's there, who you know as one of the security guys at Madame Red's, as well as a dancer across the street. So you're aware of everything on the board.
Problem is, I'm trying to get to a place to do a thing where I'm not going to catch any of my peeps up in it.
So you can take a disengage action that will take your action for your turn, but you'll be able to move your whole speed safely.
Now, I still need to be within 15 feet of them, though. So I'd still be able to cast after the move.
You could cast as a bonus action. I think you have Quicken Spell, right? So you could spend a sorcery point to do whatever you want to do as a bonus action.
Subtle and quickened, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you have quicken action. So you can totally take a disengage, move to a safe location, and then quicken spell and do your thing.
And spend 2 of my sorcery points.
2 sorcery points.
Okay, so I will take the disengage. And...
Go ahead and move your speed, and if you move through any character squares, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'll do it right there.
Okay.
Free action, I'll yell at Rose to close her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then bonus action, this fun little guy.
Ah, you're gonna color spray. Okay.
Oh.
Want to tell the audience what color spray it does?
Absolutely. It does a shitload of damage. Does that say 60-10? A dazzling array of flashing colored light springs
No,
from
no,
your
no, no,
hand.
no. To keep 60-10 is the total number of hit dice it can affect.
Hit dice,
Not hit,
got it.
or no, I'm sorry, hit points.
Mhm.
It's the total number of hit points it can damage. It can do.
Okay. It's just a way of determining how many targets are hit. Got it. Okay.
Exactly.
Well,
Yep.
like sleep.
So, and as a 15-foot cone, it will hit everybody, except for Dude Jobber up there.
Right. I'm looking for the actual effect of this spell.
Creatures in a 15-foot cone
Originating
are
from you are
in-
affected in ascending order of their hit points, starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points. Each creature is blinded. There's the word. Okay, cool.
Yep.
It's an entire paragraph of how to determine the targets, and there's like one word in the middle that tells me what it actually does.
Whoops.
And there's no save or anything like that. It's just you cast the spell and it just straight up works. You don't.
Yep.
All
That's
right.
the way it appears.
Okay. Yeah. So you're hitting blue robber. You're hitting both attack dogs
Yep. And light blue robber.
and light blue robber. Okay. Okay.
Oh, if you blind all these guys, that's gonna make my job easier.
Mm-hmm. And attack rolls against blinded creatures have advantage, and blinded creatures have disadvantage on their attack rolls. That is awesome. And just in time, too, because the dogs are going to go. So, dog number 1 is going to close the distance and try and bite at Rose. Rolling with disadvantage. Rolls at 12 and 11. So does... Well, we determined your AC was 11, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it definitely hits. Take 2 piercing damage and give me a strength check, please. DC 11.
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, it just like bites you in the thigh and starts growling at you. Dog number 2, on JJ's last turn. Hey, what the hell's going on? Why? It looks like you're being robbed. Oh, you're being robbed. I should help. So big loud noise. Dog number 2 hears that and trains right on you, turns around and goes after the loud noise.
Well, it's a good thing that I prepared an action. to
Sure as
attack
hell is.
at me.
So go ahead and take your action.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do non-lethal damage with
Mm-hmm.
like the hilt of the sword to just kind of like knock this dog out.
Sure.
Uh,
Give me an attack roll.
so I rolled a 12 plus 5. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, and then it is 1d6. I rolled a 6.
Awesome. Doggy take no bonuses or anything?
No.
Okay. Dog takes 6 points of damage. You definitely like got a solid hit in. The dog is still engaging with you, but he definitely looks taken aback by that.
It lunged for my face, and I just kind of like
Mhm.
batted it away with like the
Yep.
the hilt of my
So
silly
rolling with
dancing
disadvantage. These I'm saving these dice. These dice are rolling so well. I'm just gonna keep them forever.
Oh, no.
Does a 19 hit your AC?
Yes.
Okay.
Armor class 16 for JJ.
Okay. Please take 6 piercing damage and roll me a strength check. Actually, take 4 damage.
Okay,
4 damage, roll strength.
4 damage.
4 damage, roll strength.
Okay,
I know how to do
so-
this. I've done this before.
11.
That meets the DC, so I believe you pass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, DC's 11. for these dogs.
Yep, doggy DC is 11. Robber number 1, this guy gets an attack now. He's like got his confidence back. He sees that people are fighting. And he's just going to go straight up to Sym because that's who he was talking to at first. And he's going to make a roll. He's going to roll badly. Does a 7 hit your AC?
That would be a no.
Okay. Then also does a 6 hit your AC?
That would also be a no.
So he slashes and like you dodge out of the way and he like as his hand comes back he slashes again and you dodge out of the way again and he just like he's frustrated, man. He's just he's not having a good day. JJ, you're up.
All right. So this dog's kind of pissed me off that
Mhm.
it's rolled at that it's up on me. So I'm just gonna take my blade again. The
Mhm.
back of my blade.
Yep. You can do
And-
non-lethal damage.
And then I'm gonna roll a nat 1.
Oh.
Can I spend a key to do Fury of Blows to try to still get a couple swings?
Let me see how that works. If that works that way, then yeah, absolutely.
Fury of Blows is immediately after attacking, spend 1 key for 2 more unarched strikes as
Yeah.
a bonus action. I did roll a nat 1 though,
Yeah,
so if for punishment for that I don't.
Go ahead and spend your chi point and make some attacks.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, so
I'm not gonna roll on the nat 1 punishment table or anything.
thanks. I miss, and I fucking drop my sword, and I'm sick of this shit. And I'm sick of this dumb dog. So I just kind of ball up my fist.
Mhm. Your other 3
The
fists?
first attack. My other. Oh no, the arms go away. I've got to summon those things.
Okay.
So I am just kind of. I just got my normal fist.
Okay.
There was nothing funny about that thing I just said.
Nope.
Anyway, does a 15 hit this dog?
15. Where's the dogs? Where's the dogs? There's the dogs. Yep, it hits.
So the first of 2 is gonna be 2 damage,
Mhm.
and then 7 plus 5. I can do math. That is gonna be 12. Does that hit the dog?
A 12 does not hit the dog.
All right. Well, I hit it once.
Yep. This dog's in rough shape. You know, he's still growling, he's still like coming at you, but he's not doing too well. Rose, you're up.
Okay. I am going to do spiritual weapon.
Mhm.
So second slot. I can keep it for a minute, so I'll have it for I guess 5 more rounds. Is it 10 rounds or 10 seconds in a round? Is that D&D?
6 seconds. 6
So-
seconds in a
Okay.
round, so 10 rounds.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
The fight will hopefully be over in 10 rounds.
It ought to be.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna swing at the blue robber that is at like 130 from where I am standing. So in front and to the right of me, the one that was in front of Sym
Gotcha.
before he moved. Because they both look to be the same shade of blue to me.
Fair.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna swing at him. And I roll 2, right? And take whichever one gets higher.
Yes, because they are blinded. Go ahead and roll 2d20 and take the higher result.
Okay, the higher roll was 16, and then we add 5 total, I think.
Hits.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and it does 1d8 force damage plus my casting ability modifier, so 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move the weapon 20 feet and attack a creature within 5 feet of it,
Sure.
which is going to be the dude that is directly in front of me. He's 15 feet away.
Okay. What kind of weapon do you have, real quick?
This is going to be a warhammer. So, and because of the thing I cast before, even though this guy isn't blinded, he also is at a disadvantage to attack checks, right? So I can roll twice. Or because Sym, did you attack him earlier? I can't remember. It was I think
Which-
guiding.
This is the leader. This guy was intimidated and lost his first turn, but I don't think he was under any other conditions.
He was not.
Okay.
Except
And
when I hit him with guiding bolt.
oh yeah. That's right. Guiding bolt. I have it right here. And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Go Rose.
Yeah. Clerics are
Yeah.
badass.
You should see me when I've actually got, a weapon and armor.
Mm-hmm.
So does a 17 hit?
Absolutely.
Cool. And I assume it's the same damage.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Okay.
So
So I do 10 damage to him.
okay. So he is also looking pretty rough. So both guys you hit. Oh, sorry, I wrote down 10 instead of his actual hit points. There we go. So you make a magic weapon. You crack the guy like on your right in the face. He loses a tooth. He's looking in bad shape. Magic weapon goes for the leader guy who's getting ready to stab Sym again. Cracks him across the jaw, and he's looking in pretty rough shape as well. And was there anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's all. But yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be not much longer for the world.
Right.
Or at least not much longer for consciousness in the world.
Yeah, I assume you're doing non-lethal damage. But
Sure.
sure. You don't have to. You can
No,
you can try
non-lethal.
and straight kill this guy.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't straight do anything, Tara.
That's fair. Do you see the hammer that I put on the map?
Yes.
Okay, you should be able to move that around. How long does your weapon lasts for a minute?
Yeah, so
Okay.
9 more rounds.
Cool. Yeah, you should be able to move that around. Sasha, you're up with a 22 initiative. Look at you.
I forgot about push to talk again. I'm sorry.
No problem.
But yes, the 22 is just about the only good roll.
Hey, you
I've
got
so far.
one.
I know, but I'm gonna attack the dude that's in front of me. Let's keep our fingers crossed for good old Sasha here.
For you, dude.
This guy is blinded, I believe. Yes, he is. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Roll 2d20s and don't fail.
I rolled a 7 plus 6. Does 13 hit?
Yes, it does.
It does hit. Excellent.
It does.
Yay!
I can hit something, you guys. And let me roll. Hang
And
on.
there was
Yay!
much rejoicing.
Always believed in you, bro. Sorry.
Woo.
Always believed in you, bro.
Hell yeah,
I just
bro.
met you, but I believe in you too.
Awesome. Okay, so go ahead and give me some damage.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage against. This guy. Okay, so
Which
Nice.
guy is it? Is that Robert 2?
that's
Robert 3.
that's robber 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, robber 2 gets to move. He is blinded. He's had his shit rocked. He's going to there's no save. How does the blind condition end from color spray? Duration 1 round. Duration 1 round. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 round. So basically at the beginning of my next turn.
Okay. So this guy is disoriented, and he's in a world of hurt right now. So he's actually just going to stumble backwards. And Georgeanna, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity against him. Because he's not even disengaging. He's just like, get me the fuck out of here.
Would I use the hammer to do that? Because he was also diagonal from the hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a
Cool.
melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And he's still blinded, so I'm doing this at advantage,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to hit. I rolled a
Awesome.
19. I'm not even going to do the math.
Sweet. Tell me what happens as you knock this guy out. He has 2 hit points.
Okay. Yeah, he backs out away, and the hammer moves over and smacks him, and he collapses to the ground. And I turn to the leader guy who, can actually see, so I know he saw what just happened. And I was like, seriously, we are not the people you want to fuck with. Gather your people and go.
Roll me some diplomacy.
Okay. Yeah, let me scroll up and see what my diplomacy is. Is diplomacy not on the skill thing? Is it just a straight up charisma check then?
Yes, it's in diplomacy.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Okay, because I'm skilled in
that's the word.
persuasion.
Look,
Yeah, so 21.
Okay. 21 in persuasion. That's pretty good.
If you want to make it harder, I can tell him to take his people, but leave the dogs.
Well,
I don't want to kill the dogs.
Right.
And
Well, which would you do? Would it just be like take your people and go, or would it be like take your people and go, but we're taking your dogs?
Probably the latter. Leave
Probably-
the dogs.
Probably the latter.
Yeah, you're not taking care of your dogs. We will take care of them. But take your people and go. Or we will take care of you. I'm trying to look intimidating.
Yeah.
I have new boots, so.
You do have new boots. So the leader looks around, and he looks at all of you. Is anyone like seriously injured at this point? I don't think so, right?
No, Sym is down 11, and that's
Yeah.
like not even half of his health.
Right. The leader looks around at what's going on, and he says, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck this." And it is not his turn yet, but it's about to be his turn. The dogs are going to act first, and then he's just going to run away. But the dogs, so dog number 1 runs up to his master, who is, down on the ground, and whimpers and starts licking him, and turns around and just growls at you, and is taking a dodge action. Dog number 2.
Is that the one that I've been wailing on?
That's the one that you've been wailing on. Dog number 2 also whines, and we're going to try and take one more shot at JJ here. So whines, growls, chomps. Attack bonus, I believe, is a 3. Yeah, so 13?
Nope, misses.
Okay. And then the leader says, "Yeah, no, you're right. I'm real sorry. And he starts running. Do either of you want to like take an attack of opportunity against him? Or actually, no, he can just take the disengage action. He's not like blinded and confused. He's just scared and like carefully backing away and disengaging.
Oh man,
So
so he leaves the other guys.
What's his speed? His speed is 6, so he can go there. Okay. The other guy goes, "Hey, what the hell, man?" Like shouting at his leader, and has just been bonked in the head by Sasha, I believe. So he turns around and takes a shot. 15.
Yeah, no, my AC is 16.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Hey, so he's also entirely ineffectual, and JJ's up.
Has this dog tried to run away from me?
This dog has not tried to run away from you. This dog seems pretty brave. Like he's in bad shape. He's bleeding, but he's He's definitely growling and snapping at you.
Do I just want to kill? No, I don't want to kill the dog.
Don't kill the dog.
Cut that out. Cut that out of the show.
Okay.
I am going to take a disengage, and then I would like to try to. Can I do an animal handling check?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
Like, so I'm gonna like pop the sword back into my little fanny pack of holding. And then just kind of like crouch down on one knee and just go like, you may be kind of an asshole, but I mean, you got something in you.
Oh?
That's going to be 5 plus 3, so 8.
It just keeps growling, like it does that thing where it hunches down on its front paws and stares at you and just growls.
Don't make me kill you. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
All right. Rose, anything from you?
There's still a guy
There's still
behind me.
There's still a guy behind you. There's still a dog to your right who seems more concerned at the moment with being defensive than aggressive.
Okay. Can I try to get the 2 humans to just surrender, especially while they're still blind?
Yeah, totally.
Can I do that and also
the
do an animal handling check, or is that too many checks in one turn?
The blindness faded at the end of Sym's turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're not blind.
I haven't gone
He hasn't gone
yet
yet.
in this round.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
So I was thinking too that he hadn't gone yet. Did we skip him?
Did I skip you?
You did.
Oh, fuck. And it's right there written down. Sasha, Robber 2, Sym, Dogs, Robber 1, Leader, JJ Rose. Or Leader, Robber 1, JJ Rose. So go ahead and do whatever you want to do, and then we'll go back to Rose's turn, and I'm so sorry.
It's okay, no worries, it happens.
Yep.
Oh, dear. Skablut. That's missile number 1. Can't make them non-lethal, unfortunately. That's gonna hit this guy.
Which guy? That guy. Got it.
That guy.
Mm-hmm.
Missile number 2. Is he still up?
Both missiles going to the same target?
Well, I'm asking if he's still up after the first missile.
After the first one, he is still up.
Then yes, the second missile will hit him as well then.
And that takes him down. So, tell me what your magic missile looks like and what it looks like when this guy gets blasted by them.
So Sym concentrates for a moment, and from each hand, a purplish rocket, for lack of a better word, of force, just impacts robber number 3. And it's a solid impact. It's like where it hits, you can actually see a small depression as it hits.
Okay.
Like someone taking a hard punch in that spot.
Cool. Awesome. So that guy goes down. He is unconscious. His dog absolutely notices this and takes the opportunity to just get the hell out of the way. If I believe the dog was, if anyone would like to take an attack of opportunity against the dog as it runs away, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to be out of combat, and I'll ask Rose what she's doing since we interrupted her turn.
I could not because I disengaged.
Fair. All right. So dog number 1 is still like spitting and growling, but seems to have the fight taken out of him. He's just protecting the guy. And dog number 2 is just fucking off entirely. And we're out of combat. What do you guys want to do? And Rose specifically, what do you do? Since I'm sorry we interrupted your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask Sym to watch that guy, the one that's still standing, and I am going.
Oh, do you mean the leader who's running away, or the other guy?
No, Robber.
So
Yeah, the guy.
He's also unconscious.
He's unconscious. Okay, but he's not like dead. The guy behind me, you implied was dead.
So,
or at least
No,
was it
it's
0
just
hit points?
Yeah, so you can go and check them out if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check the guy behind me.
He is. Roll me some medicine. Well, I mean, you can tell he's breathing, but he's not.
Okay,
Yeah,
are they both breathing?
they're both breathing.
Okay, great. All right, so the dog is really the only thing that's still vaguely threatening. I will try to do animal handling on the dog to see if I can get him to calm down and stop being stressed about us. So I'll just be like, hey, it's okay. I know that human abandoned you, but we can take care of you. And I can roll. That's not the right one. Here it is. 21.
21. All right. So you like crouch down, you do the handout thing, you do the speaking in a calm, quiet voice thing. And like it takes you a little bit, but like the dog eventually stops growling and just kind of like you can see its muscles untense just a little bit, and it just stares at you.
Aw, he's a good boy. Or girl. My medical check probably told me which one.
You haven't seen this dog's backside?
Oh, so
or
yeah.
at least not in like a context where you have time to examine it.
Okay, fair enough. A good doggo. I'll just call it a doggy until we know for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Sym, you feeling okay?
I've been better, but I've also been worse.
Okay. Would you like me to get you back?
Yeah, if you can top me off, that'd be great.
I can do that. And I'm going to turn to JJ and be like, hi, I'm Rose. I saw that you got... I appreciate your help with this. I saw you got a little injured.
Dude.
Would it be okay if I took care of that for you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no problem.
Awesome.
They happen around these parts. You just gotta be really careful. You gotta stick out for each other. If you're with Sym, you gotta be fine.
Oh, thanks.
And he holds out the arm that got bit.
Okay. And I don't think Sasha took anything, right? I was trying to write it down.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sasha just took it in unpleasant places with their dice rolls. That's all.
Ooh, Sasha was a help. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna do the preserve life thing, so I don't have to actually use any spells. I can only do this once a day. But yeah, 11 hit points to Sym and 4 to JJ, and the last 5 to me, which should fill both of them up and leaves me at -4, which I will take care of. Probably in a moment.
Roll me. Hang on, let me make one more roll. Oh, okay. He gets a nat 20. All right. The dude behind you is fine. I've been rolling death saves for him. He's fine. He stabilizes.
Oh.
So when
can you explain that? Why we're doing death saves?
Sure. So when a character goes down, unless like non-lethal force was specified, they start rolling death saving throws, which is just a straight D20 roll. 1 to 10 is a failure, 11 to 20 is a success. And if you make 3 successes, you stabilize. If you make 3 failures, you die. This applies to characters and it applies to NPCs. It doesn't apply to Robert number 2 because he was knocked out with non-lethal force, so he's just stable. But the guy behind you was knocked out with magic missile. We said that we can't really make that non-lethal, so I've been rolling for him. His
HP was 0?
His HP did actually go to exactly 0.
I mean, I would have cast the cantrip. That's why I asked about HP, and then you said he was breathing, so I was like, oh, so he's just unconscious, but fine.
Right. See, yeah.
Yeah, so I would have stabilized that
Okay. Yeah.
immediately. Like that would have actually been before the dog or anything
Yeah.
else, because I would have gone from we are fighting to immediately, now I'm in medic mode.
Okay.
And I don't care that this guy was trying to kill me. He's
Right,
down
okay.
now. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I
No,
thought
it's fine.
I thought you were still like prioritizing the dog as being like slightly threatening, so you put your attention there first, but no, that makes total sense. But anyway,
We all lived. Everyone's fine.
he rolled 2 successful death saves. Then he rolled a failure, which is why I was about to ask you for perception, but he rolled a nat 20 after that. So he's fine. He's having a nice nap.
Okay. Good.
Because I was definitely going to give
Oh,
you the opportunity to save him before he just went down.
Cool.
I don't know if nice is the word that I would use.
He's in a little pain. Okay, so you're there on the street. The dog is like, the dog actually starts panting at you. Like he realizes that the fight is over. The mean people are unconscious right now, so he can't. He's kind of, he's just chilling.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to check the robbers
Mm-hmm.
and see what they've got on them.
Sure,
Yeah.
we're
Rob
gonna
the
loot the
robbers.
bodies. Okay. Roll me some investigation. Anyone who wants to search the bodies.
I
They-
find nothing.
They appear to be wearing clothing.
I think JJ's worried about like getting them off the main street, especially because like one of them is dead.
No, he's
No,
not.
none of them
No.
are dead.
Nobody's
Neither
dead.
of them
No,
are
none
dead.
of them. Nobody actually died. Oh, they just okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought
I planned on basically just Robin Hood this shit. That's all.
Yeah,
How
you
do
could
you-
also Robin Hood this shit, but
Ba-
getting them off the road felt.
Yeah, they're both unconscious. So you want to get them off the street?
Yeah.
All right. Give me some perception. Let me see what the area looks like to you.
Oh,
Meantime,
perception. All right. This is my thing.
Or what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like look for a spot to drag them to, or?
Straight up, pull them into this little corner over here.
Okay.
If they're vagrants, you can kind of lean them.
JJ,
against one another.
JJ, let's put him in a compromising position.
There is also a bench
Yes.
right there.
Oh, absolutely. Come on, grab his legs. Let's go.
All right.
So do you still want me to roll that?
Nah.
perception?
No, it's fine.
I would also. Could I search his body as I, drag him over there?
Yeah. Investigate this man.
Right. So that's gonna be a 6.
A 6.
A 6. Nothing.
The clothing seems to be made out of some kind of fabric.
I mean, can they take 10? Is that a thing in 5e? Like, I know take 20 might be a little bit too long because we are on a street, but they're
Yeah,
not
I don't-
super rushed.
Right. I don't think take 10 is an official thing in 5e.
I rolled by search for funsies and got a 17.
There
Oh.
you go. So so you don't find a whole lot on either of them. You find like a little bit of money. It's less than a gold. It's
Not worth taking, really.
yeah,
It is when we put it towards, dog chow.
Yeah.
True, we could do that. I like that plan.
Are you gonna name him?
Yes.
If you name him, you gotta.
so
keep
you
him.
so you find a little bit of gold, and let me look a thing up real quick. I'm so sorry.
I now have an old Patsy Cline song running through my head. Thank you so much, Tara.
What song is it?
I think it's Patsy Cline anyway. It's the I'm sorry.
So
Oh.
Sorry.
I know
so
the song.
on
Yeah.
So on the guy that you dropped with magic missile, Sasha finds a little scrap of parchment, and just like chilling in his pocket, and on it is written the letter A and a street name.
What's the street name?
The street name is...
To the generator.
Nope, to the most common U.S. street names are 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 4th, 5th. That's...
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. Do you know why it's not First Street for the most common?
I don't.
It's because when they decide to name a street after someone, that is usually the one they go for, because First Street tends to also be like the main thoroughfare.
Gotcha.
So it's the most likely to get renamed. So you end up with, 2nd Street being the most common.
Cool. So you find a little scrap apartment. It's got the letter A, and it's got Margaret Place and Snell Street written on it.
Ooh, a clue.
Snell and Margaret.
Nell or Snail?
Snell.
Are you there,
No.
God? It's me, Margaret.
Are
I'm hanging out at Snell Street.
Are these locales or is this a locale that I might be familiar with, or?
Give me an appropriate check, which is, we said Streetwise isn't in this edition.
Wisdom.
Yeah, you roll me some wisdom. If you might be able to add your history to this if you want.
That is an intelligence check.
Yeah.
It's an intelligence check.
Yep.
Sure.
So you can roll wisdom, or you can roll that
History.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with the wisdom roll.
Okay. So yeah, you're not familiar with Margaret Street, but you know Snell is one of the larger streets, a couple neighborhoods over that way, over like to the west. That is like there's sort of that neighborhood is sort of like more industrial, and it's, you know, there's like some bars there and stuff like that, but it's mostly like a neighborhood with a couple of factories and warehouses and things like that. All right, well, with that, we are pretty close to time for an episode. That was more than I expected. Combat takes a fucking long time. Okay, so yeah, let's close the episode there. See you all next week, listeners, and thank you very, very much. If you liked what you heard, be sure to check the show notes for links to all of our social media platforms and our Discord server. We love feedback, so don't hesitate to get in touch. Until next time, fare thee well, adventurers.